Audio shops are popping up all over the place. What's not popping up all over the place? Good ones. It made it here, and it's got wheels on it. How are you?
My name is Dave. I am the fabricator here at Tune Time Stereo and Alarm. Well, previously I had built the box to one side and tried to mock up and make as many templates as possible so I can make a mirror image of a fiberglass box. If it was a wood box, it'd be a lot easier. It's wood, it's simple, you cut it, you staple it together. We cut out some pieces and went ahead and we nailed them together. We set our brackets in place, set our ring on top of that, measured against our other box to make sure that everything was exactly lined up the way we wanted it to be. And then we went ahead and stretched it with the fleece.
Headliner cloth is Dave's material of choice for his subwoofer cases. It stretches easy and it's strong when pulled tight. That's an important quality when you're pulling over hard wooden edges.
Resin, that's the fun one. Resin will, if you mix it too hot, it will tend to get hot and it will burn, it will crack, it will smoke, it will do all kinds of things you don't want to do. So you got to be careful with the resin, especially on different temperature days. Warmer day, less catalyst, you're going to use, I use the eyeball method personally, but there is a formula that you're technically supposed to use to mix your catalyst and resin. In this weather, that could take a couple hours.
All right, so just leave that to dry.
Leave that
and
to dry.
Just check on it that it's not smoking every once in a while.
Yeah, that's usually a pretty good idea.
Okay,
Yeah, the
and
smoke is kind of...
Well, let's install the stereo.
Okay, good.
The designers at GM never expected this. In 1964, trunk space was a selling point. Today, it becomes a power base.
We're looking for something that sounds extremely clean. You could play rock, rap, any type of music that you want, and it would sound crisp, clean, not overly bassy, not overly high, but just something super clean, as though you were at a stadium for a concert.
Remember 8-track players installed under or in the dash, or a cassette player bracketed in? Well, things they are a-changin'. This setup takes a lot more precision, from mounting points to materials. For show cars, being heard means being seen. These audio components are Sony's best. They'll have enough pure blast to lure ears and eyes on the street or at a show.
We were given a set of Sony 6.5-inch separates, and they would not fit in the kick panels we had. So Dan and I fabricated some riser panels, and we took the tweeter that normally would be mounted in a separate location and made a bracket and molded the tweeter right in the center of the mid-bass driver.
When it comes to audio, all the kick any system can drive out won't mean a thing without speakers that can deliver. Every installer knows one major rule: whether it's power, interior, or audio, go as big and bold as you dare. But if big misses the mark, it'll embarrass the owner more than the tech.
This is basically a test fit now because you can't do a true install until the car has got all its upholstery and the carpet in, because we may have to take the kick panels and shave a little bit off the bottom because they won't fit right. Runner panels have to go into the car, and that's basically what holds the kick panel into place.
So we're ready for one, right?
We're ready for one. Installing the speaker is pretty simple. You just line the speaker up, the way you want the speaker to sit in the box. I recommend you pre-drill your holes. If you don't, you usually wind up cracking the fiberglass. If it's been mixed too hot, it will crack the fiberglass. And on a painted box, you don't want that. You don't want any cracks in your box. So pre-drill your holes, mount your speaker, and in this case, Sony's got 10 speakers or 10 screws in their speakers, and set them in.
I'm feeling it now. Let's hear it. Born to be Wild cranking out at 11. Well, after the design chief's inspection.
Brett seemed really happy. He was glad that, he really liked what we had talked about originally and how it's still going at that same plant.
Still have some usable trunk space here once this gets covered up.
Right. Once all cover panels are built, this will still be a usable area. Panels will mold into one another. They'll mesh up.
They need you to make a decision, though.
What do we need?
Where the batteries are going to go.
I think we're going to...
multiple batteries, maybe.
I think we're going to stick with one battery, and we're probably going to mount it either over here or on this side.
The head unit is a Sony AM/FM CD
player that will work your iPod. It'll also work a jump drive, and or you can plug any MP3 player into the front face of it.
We got a lot out of today. Head unit, amplifiers, subwoofer, but it's not my car, so what I really got out of it was a free pen and a keychain.